Hello to all of you beautiful nerds. I am back with a new video and thanks for joining, and make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Today I have a new video for you where I'm trying on new makeup or newish makeup, and today I have the new Naruto, the ColourPop X Naruto Pressed Pigment Palette. So lately, ColourPop has been coming out with a lot of new collaborations. I mean, all the way from Disney, which included Alice in Wonderland earlier this year. They also did Avatar: The Last Airbender. They also did Winx Club, which I got my hands on that palette. And now they did Naruto. As you probably know, I am a big anime fan, and Naruto was one of my favorite series. I got into it back in the mid-2000s when it was still a fan sub. I was in anime club back in high school, and we did watch Naruto when it was fan subbed. And then I got into the dub a year later after I graduated, and of course glad that well, actually, did the dub come out in 05? Yeah, it did come out in 05. But anyways, after so many years of it being around, and so ColourPop decided to expand and do a palette based on this. Letting you all know, my disclaimer as always, I bought this with my own money. This was my birthday month and Ulta had it on their app, so I decided to grab it while I did, since it is a limited edition. I am not sponsored by ColourPop. They don't know who I am. Like I said, I bought this with my own money to support the brand. I also bought the Super Shock Shadow in Sasuke Uchiha, which is my favorite character of all time, even if he was evil. Also with my own money. So no part was PR. So, and another part of my disclaimer, any opinions on this palette are my own. They don't pay me to review this, and I'm not the type who would say this product is awesome when it's really not. I've seen it with some reviews. So sit back and relax. So the palette is a 15 shade palette with shades with names from the show, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. If I could slide it out, I know I was able to take a quick look when I first had this brought to me from Ulta. The palette looks like this, even on the back, and the inside looks like this. 15 shades. I'm removing the little sleeve. So the shades look like these. So basically, how I knew about this being released is through Jen Loves What's Up in Makeup, and I kind of have to agree with her that the shade names don't seem to match with the shades. Even though the shades kind of go well with the series, but the shade names on some of these don't match. Because when I looked at the descriptions of the shades when I was copying them down on my Chameleon 20, so I could look back and know what shades are in these palettes, I prefer buying palettes that have the shade descriptions to know what I'm using on my eyes and face. And it does help me out, so I won't have a crazy look. So, yep. Thank you, ColourPop, for having those on Ulta. Anyways, some of the shades don't seem to match with the names. Most of them do match with what they're supposed to be, like Johnny being khaki colored, Sakura being a baby pink because of her hair. Of course, Ninetales being coppery orange, because that makes sense because, of course, of it being an orange fox. But some shades don't, that I'm going to talk about, that don't make sense. And they include Hidden Leaf Village, Sharingan, Hidden Sand Village, and Hidden Cloud Village. Hidden Leaf Village was described as a metallic gold shade. To me, that should have been a golden green shade. Because leaves, you could have a green go to a gold, and that should have been like a duochrome green. ColourPop usually expands into different colors, and it should have included a green shade to go well with the Johnny shade, which is like a tannish green. And that would have made more sense, in my opinion. Let's see. Sharingan, for example, that is a cranberry shade, which, as a nerd, I remember the Uchiha clan. The Sharingan eyes are more of a lighter red. That should have been like a basic red color for the palette, since they're using the right kind of pigments for the reds in this palette. And it should have been a basic red shade. The next one, Hidden Sand, which is a mauve shade. When I saw that, I'm like, excuse me, Hidden Sand? Hidden Sand is a mauve? To me, that should have been a dark gold, like you would see in the Naked Honey palette. Because when you think of sand, you kind of think of more like a golden brown. And I would have said, hey, shouldn't this be more of a dark gold? And I remembered from, what was it? The death battle with Toph versus Gaara. They did point out how Gaara is able to use the golden sand powers. So why not do that as a gold-like sandy color? It makes sense. Hidden sand. And of course, when the animators did that, guess what? Golden. And the last one is Hidden Clouds, which is a deep brown matte. When I think of clouds, I think of more blue-gray. And if they made the hidden Cloud Village shade, I would think blue-gray. So it could go with Byakugan and Copy Ninja, and also Hidden Mist Village shades, in my opinion. Not only that, I wish they could have made it a 20 shade palette and kind of upcharge it to 30 bucks. This was $24 on Ulta, and also probably ColourPop. To me, they should have added an extra row and put it up to 30 bucks, because some of their palettes are around that price. And if they added another row, they could also include the Hidden Sound Village shade, because during the first part of the series, there was another village called Hidden Sound, they should have made that as a purple, and then named 3 other shades probably after the 3 main sages, which are Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Orochimaru, or their summons, the Slug, the Snake Manda, and Gamakichi. That would be a good idea. And the 5th one, I would say, probably, that's going to be an interesting one. I would probably named it Akatsuki. Like, probably do, like, yeah, do Akatsuki, for example. Probably give it a black. But all in all, some of the shades do look nice, and I am going to be using Ramen Ichiraku, Sakura, Sharingan, and Hidden Sand Village to create a look today for this video. So let's get this started. So I'm gonna put on my headband. I wish I could have dug out one of my Naruto headbands, because I did collect those during my early days of being an anime fan. So yeah, that would have been fun. But of course, back in the day, being a Naruto fan was seen as being a Narutard. Like, really? Heck, I even remember wearing a Naruto, one of those sweatbands, because, you know, Florida gets really hot. And I wore one that had the Hidden Leaf Village logo on it. And I was called a Narutard one day in class. This was in college, by the way, not high school. Oh, I forgot to grab my baby wipes. Sorry. In case if you're hearing some sound effects outside, they've been painting the buildings around here, and they were also doing the lawn work outside. So don't mind that. Yeah, they've been doing repairs around here due to the hurricanes that took place last year with Ian and Nicole. If you saw my makeup story time about how we got flooded out, you know the story. All I have to say is, one thing I like about coming back to this apartment complex is that they do notify us when repairs are being done, and they keep us up to date. I mean, this past Monday and actually Tuesday and Wednesday, they were repairing a pipe. So they had to turn off the water, and at least they kept us up to date text message wise about it. So yeah, just dip my brows. Now I'm going with my favorite tried and true brow pomade for NYX. And now I'm gonna use my favorite brow gel from NYX. I love the Control Freak brow gel. I used to use the e.l.f. 2-in-1 where you could use clear brow gel and a clear eye mascara, But somehow I ended up becoming allergic to e.l.f. Mascaras, which is weird. But all the other brands, I don't have an eye allergy unless I have to wear, I do have to wear a lash primer before, except the MAC Stacks mascara. I don't know what's with certain formulas. That one I could just wear with no lash primer and I'm good. Okay, I'm going in with my favorite paint pot from MAC. I do like Art Therapy Peachy. I do have the standard primer shades to use as eyeshadow primer. But this one is an additional one to use. This is just a pale peach, and it's perfect for shadows. And by the way, guys, I'm not sure, I know MAC announced this and I was told that they no longer do it, but here's the thing. I did my research on this online. You know how they do back to MAC, but they changed it where you could still bring your stuff in, like your empties that you collected, but you don't get the free MAC item, unfortunately, because they were switching their recycling program to work with a different one, and they're trying to keep a lot of makeup stuff out of landfills. I'm still gonna return and recycle those. It's kind of like with how I do with printer cartridges with staples. I did that recently with my HP ones that I got from Amazon. So I turned those in. So now the shadow primer is on and we could work with some shadows. Now I have a brush set they brought out. Trying not to break my stool. I know it was here somewhere. Sorry guys, I know it's here. But I don't know where it ran off to. Oh, found it. A little further on the bed. So, sorry about that. So now, because I decided to pull out one of my old Coastal Scents eyeshadow, my brush sets. And okay, so the first shade I'm going to be using is Ramen Ichiraku, which is a pale pink metallic shade. Oh yeah, also the Hidden Stone Village was another one that seemed like it didn't match either. Should have just used a gray shade for that one. I'm like, I should have brought bands in to help create this eyeshadow palette, in my opinion, because I kind of feel like the shades that they used kind of don't match some of the names, like I said earlier. I mean, the Super Shock shadows matched the character because they made one for Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke, like the main theme that you tend to follow throughout the anime. Well, of course, Sasuke ends up leaving later on in around episode 107 because he becomes corrupted. Yay. Gonna put this all over my lid to make a nice base. And no, I am not singing any of the songs, as you already know. I already learned my lesson with singing Rocky Horror. Trust me, I am still mad about that. So far, so good. These shadows are going on pretty well. I mean, I had the Winx Club palette, and that also went on pretty well. I went on a hunt for a new teal eyeliner, all thanks to that. I found one for MAC, but it sold out. But then found the ones from About Face, and that worked out pretty well because Halsey made a teal one. So next, I am going to use this would be a perfect definer brush. I miss Coastal Scents, people. I was surprised that they closed down. Some brands have been closing down due to lack of sales because of the pandemic. Going to Hidden Sand Village. Like I said, this color does not make sense. Oh. Ah. But Coastal Scents was one of the ones that suffered. Well, to tell you the truth, all thanks to Morphe, not a lot of people were buying a lot from them, because I've seen a lot of sales popping up with them, and I remember how their hot pots were really popular. I even loved them and used them as shadows for a while when I went to work. Like, I made my own palette with them. I ended up losing that palette during, all thanks to the flood, unfortunately. But with the pushing of the Morphe codes and everything, and other brands also hopping onto making shadow pans, it made it hard for smaller brands to pop up and get more business even during the pandemic. Yeah, I was kind of sad about that. So now I can't really get the hot pots anymore. I know Sydney Grace still does the shadow pan singles. I think Mac also does it too. So, yeah. So now for the crease, I'll be using Sharingan. And like I said, this cranberry idea does not make sense for it, because I remembered from my Sasuke plushie with the curse mark that RJ got me when we first started dating. And also from Kakashi's Sharingan. They were both a lighter red, like a standard red. It's like, why did you do a cranberry? Why? I mean, I saw the ingredients that were being used, and they said it may contain red 40, and that's an FDA approved pigment. It's like, why ColourPop? What? I mean, you used to make a black lipstick. Why are you afraid of using colors that should be the right ones? That's my question. But it is going on pretty well. I'm not gonna lie about that, because ColourPop shadows are really good. Well, ColourPop pigments, at least. Sorry. Okay, next I am going into the brow bone with Sakura. I am surprised with all the popularity that Naruto has gone through over the years. We still have merch. Well, to tell you the truth, after Shippuden, I was surprised they even made a new series, of course, with the kids now, of Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke. And kids of any of the other characters too, which kind of makes sense, but at the same time they could have just ended it there. I have not seen the Boruto series, can't really read the manga, guys. Of course, being visually impaired kind of sucks, but oh well, what can you do? Let me blend these shadows. Let me get a different brush for that. Let me find one other. There it is. My Chromie and and Kuromi and My Melody makeup bag. But as I was saying, but at least the voice actors still get a paycheck because they're still around. I know Miley Flanagan, who voices Naruto, and also, I'm not sure you guys know this, she also plays the principal in Lab Rats. I'm like, she sounds familiar, and I found that out from a good friend of ours back in Orlando. Yeah, she was the principal. She's gonna be going to a convention. I got to meet her, by the way, at Florida Anime Experience. She is a nice person. Very nice. Other people we have met that played a Naruto character includes Richard Epcar. He played Manda. Paul St. Peter, who played the Nine-Tailed Fox. Stephen J. Bloom, of course, Orochimaru and Zabuza. Let's see. I'm not sure Wally Wingert is anywhere in Naruto, but I know Troy Baker was. Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, who plays Kurenai. Let's see. Travis Willingham, we met him so long ago, who played Zetsu. Troy Baker, like I said. Did I say? Yeah, I did say Troy Baker. I met Tony Oliver a long time ago. Oh, Crispin Freeman, that made us really excited because not only he played Itachi, but he also played Zelagatus in Slayers. So we got everything Slayers signed by him, because we only had the original series plus Evolution and Revolution and Evolution R. Let's see. Johnny Young Bosch. Also Liam O'Brien. We also got to meet him. Oh, Kyle Hebert. Derek Stephen Prince. Who else? I think that was about it. Yeah, because I remember being at Derek Stephen Prince's Hino and Friends panel. I was trying to get picked for it. It was an 18+ panel where he could answer particular adult questions, and everybody picked his Kingdom Hearts. Well, almost everybody picked his Kingdom Hearts character, Vexen. The one that I would have picked out of nowhere would have been Impmon. I'm like, everybody's picking Vexen. What if I picked Impmon? That would have been fun. But nope, no, I got skipped. Sad kitty. There's always next time. I mean, Omni Fandom Expo has not been holding any conventions. I've been trying to find information on their group if they were announcing anything, but nothing. All it's been was about a burlesque performing and another kind of rival press team that we thought we were that Maid Cafe thought we were a part of, and that was the Ravens Flock, I believe. And we're like, nah, we're not part of them. But they've been posting about new stuff on there. Those are the only two groups that haven't posted on the Omni Fandom Expo page on Facebook, but they said they were trying on their website, they were trying to get a convention together for last year, but nothing. I haven't tried their website again, but someone told me that there is a new convention gonna be next month, but we're not gonna be doing press because we're already saving up for a Ranger stop this year. Excuse me. I went to IHOP after getting my blood drawn. If you can see a spot on my right hand. But, what am I saying? It was called Fanboy Expo. I'm not sure it's Omni Expo's group, but oh well. I'm not entirely sure. I've been kind of more into finding out who's going to be at Ranger Stop this year. So, I'm still waiting on announcements. Ooh, the telescopic lid mascara. Yes, I know. I know the controversy. You guys don't have to tell me. To tell you the truth, I never wear falsies, so they're not necessary to me. Why should I care about false lashes? Heck, even when I get my makeup done at makeup counters, I only ask for mascara. And after pulling those things off after a while, you're pulling your lashes out. So they're thinning as time goes on. And plus, my lashes are already beautiful as is, as you could tell. So you don't need the, trust me, I always yell at the phone screen every single time. You don't need them. Even though I still find it funny how Ardell was sold out at Ulta when Michaela did do the review. And Ardell noticed, yeah, she is wearing falsies at the corner of her eyes. And I remembered how makeup brands got scrutinized for using false lashes in their commercials to lie about the effects of their mascaras. And I'll use this one. to add some oomph. Like I said, I like to layer my mascaras now. You could tell that my lashes are beautiful naturally. Even when I first got the lip mascara and I tried it on, I put the picture on the Makeup Awesomeness page and people said my lashes look great with the telescopic lip. So yeah, like I said, I don't need lashes. Will I even wear them during mine and RJ's wedding? No. Like I said, I don't need them. Ever. Because like I said, natural lash. These are my natural lashes. Left and right. Top to bottom. Okay. Time to prime my face. Oh, that's a setting spray. My bad. Setting spray. I know I have the new bottle of the NYX Marshmallow Primer around here. Oh, found it. I think they changed their packaging a little bit, but I love this primer. It's so moist. I'm gonna just stick with this one for now on. It smells like marshmallow fluff too. Might be growing another hair on my chin. Looks like I may have to whip out the tweezers. Can't forget the under eyes. Going in with my Fenty under eye my Fenty concealer for my under eyes only. I rarely use my concealers on any parts of my face because excuse me, my skincare has been taking care of it. Yeah, these guys have been here all morning and mostly the afternoon doing stuff on these buildings. And I apologize again. I do like this concealer, but it is kind of a bit pricey. But I did pick up the e.l.f. Camo concealer that people rave about. So I decided why not let me try that one. So, which foundation? Oh, I found my NYX Bear With Me Blur. Let's see if I can blend it out correctly on my first try. One thing I don't like about these squeezy tube foundations, the air bubbles. Okay. Let me blend it on my face. Get up here. Don't worry, I don't use the painted paints for this. And yes, I've been hearing about things about the painted makeup line. Am I gonna buy any? No. Because yes, it would be nice to have face paints if I'm doing like a cosplay or something. But you could just use regular makeup for that. Like, for instance, when I used to cosplay as Itachi from Naruto, I just used a pen liner to not only line my eyes, but also to do the wrinkles that Itachi has. And sometimes I do carry the plushie for guidance, since of course RJ would be drawing them on my face to match up. Even though if I, not only that, what was it, RJ Hetty, if you watched our interview with him from Omni 2000, yeah, it was 2016, because it was over at the Sheridan, I believe, and or was it the Hilton? I forget what they named it, but he talked about how alcoholic paints and water paints would work the same way. Even though I had heard about face paints and the ones from Lady Gaga and the P. Louise ones are great, but I saw a Skeletons review and he said the yellow was terrible and it cracked off, like dusted off of him. So I'm like, yeah, no thanks. And not only that, he did use unsafe pigments from that the FDA hasn't approved. For instance, when I mentioned the red 40, that's approved by the FDA, but not red 20 to be in makeup. Even though apparently FDA is supposed to be a little bit stricter now on what brands are putting into their products. I'm making sure I'm blending it okay, because sometimes this foundation I kind of have some patches, even though I like it, but that sometimes becomes a problem if I'm not too careful. But as I was saying, but red 40 is good for pigments, and that's why ColourPop does mention it, because of possible staining issues. And apparently someone had their hands stained pretty bad by some of the paints as well. And I'm like, whoa, holy crap. Yeah, no, I do teach for a living. I am not going into work with leftover painted on my face. And apparently James Charles did a video doing a full face with painted, and I'm like, yeah, nope, I'll stick with my foundation, thank you very much. Even though I love the idea of doing face painting if it's necessary, but you could just get regular face paints or any of the other brands that I mentioned. Just as easily. And some people did not like the pricing on, especially with the shipping. So I'm going in with my NYX translucent powder. Going in under my eyes with this. I do love the NYX translucent. I do have a backup powder because I was supposed to use the e.l.f. one during Ranger Stop last year, but at least I have a backup, so I don't have to buy any more powder until I completely run out. That's one good thing about not being in subscription box, subscribe to subscriptions. Even though I definitely want to get back to Allure, I kind of left it because money situations. Oh, I'm missing a brush in this set. But as I was saying, due to money, but I may go back at some point. But when I was with Ipsy or BoxyCharm, I kind of felt like I was not using any of my other products that are tried and true. And it was hard, not only that, with any of eyeshadow palettes, it was hard for me to use them. And I'm going to be using a product in a minute that, one thing, I was glad to leave Glam Bag X, but I'm kind of feared for anybody who is with BoxyCharm that just joined with Ipsy is not getting any of their products. And I remembered someone saying they were missing a product or two already, and I'm like, wait, what? I thought they were going to be better about that. Because when I had Glam Bag X, I had stuff missing in my Glam Bag X. I'll find that brush later. So the blush I'll be using, I know it's here somewhere. No, wait, did I put on my vanity? No, that's my highlighter in Whisper of Guilt. Whisper of Guilt. Okay, that's makeup bag with all my lip products. Come on. Where did it go? Oh, found it. I'll be using my Nude Sticks blush and Sweet Peach. And this was, well, even though I have the other one that I was supposed to get in Glam Bag X, which is the Nude Sticks in Sweet Cheeks, which is like a rosy shade. And I wanted to try these for a while because I kept on hearing so many good things about Nude Sticks. And first bag that I ended up getting, it was not in there. It was missing. And I was supposed to get a replacement. But they sent me something else that I also got already in my glam bag as a replacement, and they told me, sorry, it's sold out. I'm like, what do you mean it's sold out? You told me it was still available. So now I put the blush part. Now I'm going over with the brush part. To blend. But I kind of feel like I need my beauty sponge because I was able to, I used my Smashbox lip and cheek tint, and that one, you know what, I'll just use my sponge to blend on the other side because I don't like the brush on these things somehow. There we go. Now I'm going on the other side. With this. So yeah, I end up with a double of one of my products, all thanks to them. And what really got me as the last straw was my birthday month, which was the next Glam Bag X. And they screwed it up big time because it was Alicia Keys who was curating the bag during August of 2022, and I only got half of my products. I even bought something from the Ipsy add-ons, which were a set of Bauble Bar earrings, which were a 3-pair set, which was amazing for my piercings because I've been looking for multi earring sets so I could have all my earrings match like you see in my ears, since I switched out from the My Hero Academia ones, because somehow those were irritating my ears. But it's been a year since these healed, and they've been healing a little bit more nicely. Especially my cartilage piercings in my ears. I gotta specify that. But I was so mad, and I told them I am unsubscribing from Glam Bag X. And they were like, we're sorry that this had to happen, and not only that, the toner that you try to get ended up selling out. We are so sorry. And they did refund me and replace one of the items, but I'm not going back to Ipsy since I did cancel all of my tiers with them. And I kind of felt like if they're going to be like that every single month, heck, I even ended up finding out that one of the products one time in my glam bag ended up selling out. And like, I'm done. I'm done. And the bag was not becoming fun anymore because of what was going on. I know mistakes happen, but seriously. Now I'm going to use Whispered Guilt by MAC on my cheeks. Get some highlight. I didn't want to put on bronzer. I was not in the mood. I'm not always in the mood for a full face makeup products. So, yep. Oh, wrong caboodle. So, yep. That's weird. Sorry. I was talking to myself. So now I'm going to blend these together. I'm thinking I will be blending in any blush sticks I'll be putting on with my beauty sponge. Because it is a cream product. But anyways, back to the whole entire story. And the happy thing out of it was that Ulta does sell nude sticks, and they did sell the nude sticks in Bloom blush sticks, and they had them on 21 Days of Beauty for, I believe it was last fall. So I was like, I am buying them. So I bought them. And I was happy that I did, because they're not a bad product. Don't get me wrong. And they are pretty good for what you get for a stick. But the brush is like, Now I'm gonna spray my face. Gonna fan it with this fan. Hold on. My forehead is still a little bit powdery. And now for the lips. Gonna use my Lip Smackers lip balm. They are so parched. I'll use my Fenty lipstick that I got in a Allure Beauty box. Because I signed up to get it the last time, and right now that lipstick is a cool concept. And good thing is you just buy the refill. Huh. I thought I had packs of tissues in here. Oh, wait, no. What happened to my tissues? Oh well. But still creamy of a lipstick. But there we go, and that completes the look, guys. So, in conclusion, these shadows are still the same ColourPop quality that you get. I mean, 24 bucks is not bad, but like I said, they should have expanded the palette a little bit more to another shade, line of shades to go with the palette, in my opinion. But not bad of a look, but they should have done different shades for some of the names to kind of match with the theming. So that is it pretty much for this video. Like I said before, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel if you like seeing videos that deal with me putting on makeup. If not, we do have tons of other videos like our convention stuff and many other things on top of it. So another thing too, I am not sure when I'm going to do my next video, because on Monday I start my last semester. Yay! I got so far into my studies, and I am glad that I am at this point. I am graduating in December. So this year with Ranger Stop, I think I may have mentioned in the video. If not, I got VIP passes for me and RJ since his birthday is in December, and I'm also graduating like 6 days before his birthday. I decided why not make up for what had happened last year, and hoping we do get press. If not, we'll still have video stuff for Nerdy Chic Universe. I will be contacting them for press related things in September, since it would be a little bit closer to the convention. So hoping I could get the press passes as well, so we could add more content. And I am not, like I said, not sure how the schedule is going to be like, because I know I'm going to be doing a lot of work this semester, especially possibly for my adaptive environments class or my research class, because those were the last 2 courses that I needed to take. And this coming fall is the only semester they lined up with. So I am glad that I will be completing my coursework coming up soon. So that is it. So until next time, stay beautiful, my nerds.